So, this is my Skyrim level. This is the Sappho's Mine, where the player has gone to retrieve the belongings of some miners who were forced to flee because of monsters. Sorry. The level used to be fairly bare bones and small. However, I've extended the initial hallway, which is seen here, which will give me several chances for encounters. I plan on putting skylights into many of these holes to indicate that daylight would be shining in through them, and also indicate where monster spawns could happen. The player advances from those caves into the beginnings of the mining area, which uses parts from the Dwemer pack. I have not figured out how to make these doors open yet, so far I have been using clipping to pass through them. You continue through a hallway that is wider but shorter. And from there would continue into the main room, which has a hole in the ceiling and will eventually have a digger's hole in the center. As you can see, not all the geometry is blocked out yet, but that's because I had to step up my plans for this level a little bit. The player first goes into the only accessible door, which leads into a series of rooms. This will eventually be effectively a broom closet, and this leads deeper into the mine. There are a series of tunnels around here, wandering around in a maze-like fashion to slow the player down in between the two areas. This will later be riddled with traps. The player then advances from that area into a series of rooms where I plan to have some fights with a bell trap right beforehand. They then go from here into another small maze-like section that will lead them to the balcony and also to the next area. Please note that the mazes aren't terribly complicated yet. That's partially due to a time crunch and partially due to that it's not meant to actually make you lost, it's just meant to lead you into traps. Here you re-enter some of the tunnels. Which lead you through to the first balcony, which is a distance up. This will continue around the area. I am a fair distance behind where I'd hope to be at this point, partly because I enhanced my level design so much, and partly due to a bad planning on my part. I had not realized how difficult it would be to join Rocks and Dwemer together, especially because they are very different shapes and sizes, and so my design and time planning hadn't accounted for that. I've been making up for it by layering layers of doors and also placing in boulders to cover up gaps, but as you can see there are still small holes in it. Alright, that's it. Thank you.